Podcast P, presented to you by Prize Picks, a Wave Sports and Entertainment original. And ladies and gentlemen, we got another special guest today. I'm going to just throw out some numbers. 60, 11, and 3.
Damn.
These three numbers still haunt me to this day. This man has 60 points on 11 dribbles in 3 quarters. We got the 4-time champ in the building, Mr. Klay Thompson, everybody.
Klay.
Thank you. Thank you. Got that on. We had to get off.
I got
My
it.
bad.
I got
My
it.
bad. My bad.
I couldn't even play it at all.
I don't got court vision like that. Yeah.
He locked in. That's just how locked in he
Locked
is.
in.
Man, talk to us about that game, brother.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, playing with Kevin and Steph, I mean, you had to scout for him, and luckily he wasn't on me that night.
I wasn't.
He had to check KD, and I mean, facing up with Monte and who else on that team? No, David wasn't there still. D West wasn't there, no?
D West was with y'all, actually.
He was with us. That's right.
We had
I'm an idiot.
we had Rodney
Great
Stuckey.
teammate. Love Rodney too. I mean, just one of those days where everything felt great. I mean, 40 in the first half, that's hard to do. But I was getting good looks the whole night, playing within the offense. Zaza setting those dirty picks, getting me wide open. Draymond was putting in the pocket for once, actually, right on the seams. And with the gravity that KD and Steph brought to the team, I was getting wide open looks. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can do it again, but in 29 minutes, I don't know if I'll be able to top that. Some things just stand the test of time. That might be one of them.
Yeah, it was just tough because, like, the NBA was at a weird, like, space of where, like, teams weren't really switching. And we fell in that department of teams not switching because we started 2 small guards, right? Monte and Jeff Teague. And then we started 2 big wings with me and Thad. So I had KD, Thad had Draymond, so anything with KD and Steph or KD and you, there was no switches because Monte would be on KD or Monte would be on Draymond, right? So we was already like a little like, damn, like how the fuck we gonna figure this out? Because all y'all cutting, y'all moving. And then as the game is going, like it's just like more and more revealing that like we cannot guard these dudes.
That's
Like this switching shit is
Crazy
tough.
how much has changed, bro.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be able to guard 1 through 5. Like it's crazy, or at least have big wings and big men who can switch onto a guard and stay in front of them. And it wasn't like that when we first came in the league. So it's just crazy how times change.
This is what, 12? No, going on 13?
My 13th season.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for you, 14?
14.
Yeah, amazing.
Look, the NBA season is done, but that doesn't mean Prize Picks is.
Jack,
Jack,
I don't give a fuck about them there, bro. Feel me?
That's it. Moving on, Steph had a.
That's it. You already know what time it is. Cha-ching!
Moving on, Steph had called you a human encyclopedia
Yeah.
for your interesting mind and
Thank you, bro. Take
you
that as
know,
a compliment. A beautiful mind. You know,
a
Russell
beautiful
Crowe,
mind.
baby.
Steph dubbed it a beautiful mind. Give us an insight of where did that come from? Like, where do you
Man,
think
just-
Steph came with that?
Man, we're millennials. We spend a lot of time on our phone. And I know Wikipedia ain't the best source. Anyone could go in and edit that, but
right.
I be getting lost in these rabbit holes on Wikipedia
Yeah.
or Reddit about just history, and
Yeah.
it could be anything random. It could be sports, it could be the ocean, it could be the government, it could be foreign affairs. But I just read some random stuff that might not be helpful for my life, but if I ever go on Jeopardy or Stump the Schwab, I'll be ready. You know what I mean? So,
You can phone a friend.
yeah, I'm a good lifeline too. If he wants to be a millionaire, all this stuff. So I'll just be bored, and rather than looking at the gram or Twitter, seeing all those hateful comments, I'll just go on Wikipedia or Reddit and just try and learn something new.
Yeah. Have you ever edited a Wikipedia?
I've seen some that I edited. I was like, this can't be right. This is crazy. I saw one where it's like, yeah.
He's not 6'5", he's
Nah.
6'6".
Although I edited quick, LeBron will beat like the Raptors back in the day, and you'll Google the city of Toronto, and the mayor would be LeBron James for like 10 minutes. So you're like, who the hell got time to do all this?
Right.
It's great. And
LeBron the mayor.
yeah, it's wild. I'm just like, it's a free forum, so But nah, I mean, we're lucky, you know. You think of our parents' generation, you have to have a real encyclopedia.
Right.
You actually have to look up information. Now it's at the palm of our hand, so.
Right.
It's a double-edged sword, though. You know, it could be good and bad. I mean, you got kids. You probably try not to keep them on the screen all day, try to get them outside.
It's just tough, though. Like, it's tough. I feel like kids these days, like, they're just, because, you know, when we grew up, you had to go outside.
Yeah.
Like, there was no playing in the house. Parents was not having that. Like, get your ass outside, go play.
Summertime in Palmdale, bro, it's like 110 out there.
Yeah. You learn to be creative, though.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of water balloon fights.
Super soaker.
Super soaker. A lot of water hose fights.
Yeah.
So you just learn to be creative.
That's funny.
You got any random, like, just fun facts to share with us?
Man.
We trying to dive deep into the
One
world
off the
of
top
Klay
of my
Thompson.
head, you know I love to be on the boat, on the ocean. I see a lot of seals all the time.
Do you?
And those animals impress me. You know, a seal. I mean, I like to dive. I like to get in the water. These fools can dive 1,500 feet and hold their breath for 30 minutes. And they're mammals, just like us.
Yeah.
That's some
go.
evolutionary crazy stuff right there.
That's wild.
That's a Wikipedia shit for you right there.
You know what I'm saying? I just see them out there, and they might just look like shark bait, but they're incredible animals.
Yeah.
Like,
So you've been in the water while these seals is around you?
I've been in the water with them around me, yeah. But I've been told by a lot of fishermen that if you see a seal in the water, that's great news because there's no sharks
There's
in
no
there.
sharks. Okay.
I know it took a lot of courage to build up to go in the Pacific Ocean, but it's so liberating when you're out there, bro. It's like any problem you had on land, it just washes away as you approach the island. The Channel Islands, it's like a whole new world, and you're just present the whole day.
Yeah.
That's my gift that's what I like to do in my spare time when I'm not getting shots of.
Do you fish much while you're out there, or is it just more?
Oh yeah, we fish a little bit.
Okay.
I'm not a bass pro like you. I've seen you in the tournaments and everything.
Appreciate that.
This man rigs his own fishing lines. He does it all. That's a real skill. People understand how hard it is. Like, tying all those knots and the patience.
I take this dude out fishing with me, and
he's like, "Can we go in?"
I did some shit. Tell him
Last time we went fishing, I'm sitting there. I mean, I have my own rods and stuff, but usually, either Pops helps me, or when I get there, I know P's gonna be able to handle it. So I throw my line out, and it gets caught, so I have to cut my line. So I'm redoing it. I can at least do that, but I realized I didn't have enough line on. Like, I only had like 8 feet. And so I'm going, it's over for me. I'm not going to be able to fish.
Yeah.
And this guy's like looking at me like I'm all like upset. And he goes, no, give it to me. And he basically takes off his reel, attaches the string to my reel, and starts going like this and starts feeding me like another 15 feet. And we got to fish for another like 20, 30 minutes. I was so happy.
MacGyver over here.
It's impressive.
How's he getting the fish? Yeah, how's he getting the fish?
I got into, so my dad is from the South, right? So my dad is from Houston. You know, he fished his whole life.
Yeah.
So that was just, as a kid, that was all I knew. Like, I probably picked up a fishing pole before I picked up a basketball.
That's amazing.
But I was like always the weird kid in the neighborhood because like nobody that I grew up with even knew about fishing.
Out there at the lake by himself again.
Yeah. and it's just like now it's just like a pastime that and another reason is because my dad is not athletic. He wasn't like a basketball stud. He wasn't a football stud. So it wasn't like we would go in the backyard and like throw footballs or play 21. Like our bonding was over fishing. Like,
that's amazing.
We'll wake up 4 o'clock in the morning.
First light. That's a real fisherman.
That's what it is. Like, early mornings, you get on the lake, and we would just bond and kick it for hours.
I feel like me and Paul would make a great combo on the boat. I'm the captain. He's the angler. That'd be a nice day.
We'll get to where we got to get to, and we'll be fed.
Yeah.
I got you.
We'll be fed.
That's what I love to hear. That's what I love to hear.
So I want to bring it back to our AAU days, and pretty much every show, anytime I get an opportunity to be like, I played with Paul, Klay, Drew, it's like my thing. But Klay always likes to mention to me that my dad was the coach of that travel team. Shout out Pastor Dudley, so I was the point guard for both of these guys. But do you remember when you first came to the pump team, the first time that you met Paul? Do you remember that at all?
A little bit. I mean, Paul was quiet. I was quiet. I might have weighed more than Paul, to be honest. Paul might have been a $160 back then. Might have been a $175.
If that.
On the second team with Dallas playing daddy ball, running the point, shooting all the shots. Dudley's calling four down.
4 down low. Little ISO.
Little ISO. begging.
If that.
Paul might have been a little bit.
Came to the pump team. The first time that he came to the pump team.
Yo, what the fuck?
He was.
Well, if you 6'10" back then, you had to go get a dunk. Corbin's like, nah, I'm just gonna stay out here. But no, I look back on those days, great times, man. That was when I really, I mean, Paul and I, you know, we came to our own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know we were good enough to be on the first team with Drew and so far and Larry. So we had to go get these bad passes from Dudley and Dallas all day. But it made us stronger, and I still take life lessons from those times, especially from your pops, man. Your pops, such a good coach, such a great leader of young men, especially in AAU. There's so many crazy parents and coaches, stage parents, but Dudley just let us be ourselves, and it was some great times. But he would also get disappointed with us when we wouldn't play that good old Rutherford fundamental basketball. You know, Paul's doing windmills in the game. I remember that though. That was where was that? I was against I remember we played against Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
I think
me and Reggie have this conversation a lot of times because at the time I didn't know that was Reggie.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to him and he was like, yeah, I remember seeing you and you was with Pump and Run, and it didn't click to me when he was talking to me, but I was like, yeah, we played this really good kid, and at the time I think Reg had braids.
Yeah.
And he had the headband. And we was like, yeah, it was this kid from Colorado, and he was nice, he had game. And he was like, bro, that was me. And I'm like, damn, no shit.
That's funny.
But we played Reg in AAUs, so I knew Reg. Knew of Reg.
Yeah.
Shit,
we
since we were 16, 17 years old. But Reg was nice.
That's why y'all so close now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this whole time, I had this image of who this kid was that was really good from Colorado. Turned out it was Reggie the whole time.
That's funny.
Reggie, black ass.
Klay, I got a story. I want to see if you remember this. And me and him were just talking about it. So I believe it was the Santa Clara tournament. And again, if this doesn't ring a bell, we'll move on. But do you remember us all going to eat at Denny's?
Oh, man, barely. Will I get a Grand Slam or something?
No, there was something that happened after it, and we kind of have different stories with kind of how it ended, but that's not ringing up. You would know this story right off the bat.
I don't know.
We were young.
Okay.
Not very smart. Maybe didn't have any money possibly before we sat down
to eat. We
didn't
dine and ditch, did we?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Do you remember?
That's bad. I barely remember, no. I have a selective memory of times like that. All you badass LA kids, man.
Well, I was the last one. I thought my story is that I watched everyone leave, and I'm sitting there like, Pops is going to kill me. I got to stay here.
Going for that.
But at that time, I was like, well, I guess I just got to run. But he says, we don't know who ran first, who was the last one standing.
I don't remember who ran first or who came up with the idea.
It's probably Low Jack.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. But I was broke, and I don't got that money. So I followed the coaches.
Yeah.
One person took off.
That's funny.
I was right on their ass.
Yeah, I was a good old Catholic schoolboy back then. I ain't trying to, I probably
out
went
of
to
there.
confession after that. It was like, dear Lord, I'm sorry.
I came from Palmdale, so that was
I was just
thrill to
following
me.
Dallas. Yeah.
That was like a hell of a thrill.
That's funny. Not at Denny's. Hey, you know what? Denny's used to enforce segregation, so they weren't one of the. This was a story from my Puerto Rican friend, and his dad told me, he's like, this is why we don't ever eat at Denny's, because they didn't integrate in the 60s. And I don't want to throw dirt on Denny's, but this is just what I heard from another, one of my best friends from high school was Puerto Rican. He's like, he was like,
that's where we were going.
And his dad refused to have the family eat at Denny's, because Declan would be like, Dad, I'm hungry, it's late, there's no one else open. He's like, no, we ain't going there. They didn't integrate when I was a kid, and I'll never forget that. And I'm like, all right, so maybe we did the right thing by, getting our money back.
See, that's how I was looking at it.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
You
I think I heard that story the same we're outside. That's what I was thinking. That's funny. No, I mean it was cool.
Wow,
in
I
that
thought he made
environment.
that.
That was my first time of playing with you guys and meeting you guys. And I've heard about you guys from Palmdale, and I used to keep up with all the tallies and the tabs and what this person's doing, what that person's doing, and I never thought at the time that I would have an opportunity to play with these dudes.
You're talking about Drew and
Drew, DeMar.
Yeah, man. I
mean,
on
just
their
that
level
whole
at the time.
class.
Paul and I weren't there yet. We were just kind of like, we were happy to be here.
We weren't there yet. But, I mean, because we played in a tournament that you guys were in. What was it? At Ocean View. We was in that same tournament that you guys were in.
Bringing that up. Campbell Hall Day.
Interesting, right?
Yeah, I love that tournament.
Yeah. But it was just like, I saw it. Like, when I saw you play, I was like, yeah, this dude he's NBA. Like,
oh, thank you, bro.
Because, like, you got the same game.
Yeah. As back
the catch and shoot, lethal shooter.
Yeah.
You were athletic, too. Like, that 1 foot game was solid.
Thank you, Doc.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You was nice. I remember walking away.
Do you want a slam dunk contest?
Yeah.
It's coming from a slam dunk contest champ.
Slam dunk champion, bro.
Telling I got bounced. Thank you, bro. I needed to hear that today.
Yeah. No, I was like, yo, this
I'm so happy I came in now.
This dude is nice.
Yeah.
And that was like the
we did take an L, though, that tournament.
We did.
To another team, another private school.
What was the name of that team?
The Campbell Hall.
Campbell Hall. So, fun fact, we do have a few clips here.
Do we really?
And you look exactly. It's so funny.
Yeah.
So there's a clip of you doing a little post work on Drew, a little turnaround pump fake.
Went in?
It went in.
Beautiful.
But, you talk about how my dad wanted me to, to let me shoot the ball, but that game I had 16 points and you doing a little post work on Drew, a little turnaround pump fake.
Went in?
It went in.
Beautiful.
But, you talk about how my dad wanted me to, to let me shoot the ball, but that game I had 16 points and you had 14,
Damn.
and Drew hit the game winner on
Drew
you.
Holiday guarded me. Who was guarding you? Probably my boy Jason Panko.
So that's why I was scoring?
I'm not going to throw Jason on the bus like that. We had to double Drew, and someone was open, so...
I feel the same way.
You better knock those down,
I feel the same way about you and Steph.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Bro.
I could say the same thing.
Yeah. Drew might have hit a game winner on me that game that my friends from high school still talk about to this day.
Yeah.
And they all talk about how Drew walked in the gym with the all-white Adidas jumpsuit on, and they were like, man, this dude's different. Like, you just knew he was going places. I didn't have that treatment. I didn't get the pump and run all-white velour suit like Drew at the time.
Drew was swaggy with the pump and
both
run
hands too.
Adidas outfit.
I look this way I'll never forget that though. He's at the top of the key. I thought he was going right off the pick, and he goes left, and I'm on his hip, and he threw this crazy scoop off glass, butter for game. I'm just like, man. Yeah. That's why he's going to UCLA. I'm going to Wazoo, huh?
Hey,
it's crazy.
Did you know something about your boy over here?
What about him? He used to have a nice, fresh line back in the day. With the taper in the back, too.
I love that.
Did you know he's
swaggy
a church MVP?
Oh, the church league?
Yeah, he's a league MVP in the church.
You're doing that at your dad's congregation?
But I want to know, look, because you're the first guest we done had that actually played with this dude in his prime.
Yeah. It was solid.
Let us know. Give us a little profile, a little scout report on what's your nickname, Swaggy?
Couple names.
Swaggy?
Couple names.
Yeah.
White Stallion. We can
Swaggy D.
Swaggy D. Yeah. Give us a little something on him.
Well, Dallas is a changed man now. Back in his teenage years. It was right when 8 Mile came out, so it was like, who does this dude think he is?
Good one.
Yeah, a little Slim Shady.
You know what I'm saying? Right when 8 Mile came out.
I can see
his game was like it, too. Dallas had handles, pushed the break, speedy. He was actually pretty fast. He was not the greatest catch and shoot guy, but with time, you leave him open, he's going to knock it down. But, he was a good point guard. Like, he would get me and Paul the ball right where we like it, right on the block or on the wing, shooting pocket.
Dallas?
Keep it going. Anything else?
D1 too.
Okay.
Anything else?
He had a little bounce.
Yeah, a little bit. You could dunk back then, Dallas? On a good day?
I could dunk. I wasn't an in-game dunker.
He had this, throw it up, quick little windmill.
No.
Yes.
Not a windmill, bro.
He had that. I can vouch for that one. He had that.
Dallas, he can hoop. He can hold his own. We would play, he would play
and he could lock up a little bit.
Yeah.
He can slide his feet. He can slide his feet a little bit. He wasn't like a high steal guy.
I'm loving this, so you guys just keep going. I got nothing.
You still got a little bit of that in you?
No,
I'm trying to get back into shape. I'm struggling. I'm struggling with the cardio.
Hey, once you're at
now.
our age, bro, you can't really get out of shape. It's really hard to get it back.
Done. You're done.
It's sad, bro.
Yeah. You just gotta go Mark Jackson, just back in, 3-point line, back to the basket game. Just bring it back. No more beating dudes off the dribble like you used to.
I'm a big guard now, so
belly
get to the
hurts.
pose.
Yeah, he got a little.
Okay.
I can handle my own there.
That's funny.
I don't care what you're saying about it. I don't care what you know about it. Oh no, sir.
You come, Klay. You come
That's
from
one
an
thing
athletic
we're not
family,
doing,
right?
buddy.
Pop's #1 pick. Mom's successful volleyball player. Your brother Michael played
Cup of coffee.
NBA.
Cavaliers.
Yeah.
So I felt good to beat them. So cut Mikey. I was like, this is for Mikey.
Not doing that, buddy.
Trace is now with the Dodgers still, right?
Yep. No, he got traded to the White Sox.
He got traded.
Yeah.
Traded to the White Sox.
That's all good.
So a whole family full of athletes. Was that was the NBA always planned for you, or was there other
Man, I was so
aspirations
fortunate.
as a kid?
I was so fortunate to grow up where my parents worked so hard, allowed me to chase my dreams, and I was able to play football, basketball, baseball until high school. Football, I quickly learned. I played quarterback my freshman year at Santa Margarita. Get blindsided one too many times. You're like, you know what? This ain't for me. Like, I love scoring touchdowns. I love love hitting the man right in stride. But, and I consider myself a very tough player with a high pain tolerance. But when you get out there with these Samoan dudes and these dudes from Long Beach Poly and modern day, it's different. I was like, God, this stuff hurts, man. So I have a great respect for football players at any level. It could be high level high school, D1, D2. Like, that's a real gladiator sport. Like, the stuff they play through. Then I play baseball, and I love baseball. But also with baseball, too, it gets to a level where dudes start throwing 80, 85. You get beamed with one of those. Grew up playing with Kevin Love. Kevin Love was like our Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
He batted third. He pitched. He could strike out 12 guys and hit 2 home runs in a Little League game.
Okay.
Almost carried us to a Little League World Series. Lost in the state championship. That still hurts. When I was 11 years old with K-Love, it still hurts. But Kevin was a beast. But when I got to high school, I just knew, I just loved going out and shooting so much. I love playing Mikey one-on-one. I love getting shots over my dad and being able to go to him to games and do his radio thing and watch Kobe. I knew that was my destiny. I was like, man, I love it out here so much. I would go to the games with my pops, be there at 3 p.m. and watch Kobe warm up. And I could be there all day in the arena just because it was like a dream just to be in there and watch these guys warm up. Like, to me, that was everything. Even just to go with my dad and shadow him and go to his car, and I would wait all game. I would wait in that tarmac the whole time until Kobe came out just to see him and say what's up, and then go to school the next day and be like, yeah, I'm cool with Kobe Bryant. What y'all do last night? So, those are some. Awesome. That's where I got my real love for the game. And that was our era, too. Like, watching Kobe 06, 07. We was in high school. He's going 35 a night, 81, 50 balls left and right. And that was just my favorite time to be a fan of the league. And so that's why I have great respect for those guys who come before us. And, we grew up, watching, whether it be Kobe, T-Mac, Reggie, Ray. I could go on. I mean, and I was a huge gamer, too. I played NBA Street Live, 2K. I had to retire from 2K lately, though. I'll get too angry. My brother really put me in retirement. And I'll take that game way too serious. I'm like, he's not even that good. He shouldn't be this rating. And I'm like, what am I doing, bro? It's not that serious. Even up to last year when I'm beefing with Ronnie 2K about my shooting rating, I had a come to Jesus moment like, bro, I'm 32 years old. I care about my 2K rating. God, please help me. What is going on with my...
Do you still, you still play, you're still on the 2K now?
No, I'm on a hiatus from 2K.
Okay.
I like Madden. Big Madden guy.
Big Madden guy.
Big Madden guy.
Oh, interesting. What you play on?
Paul drooling over that.
PlayStation, Xbox. I can do either.
Paul drooling over
Titans. That. I play with the Niners too. I mean, we go random. 3 randoms into death.
We're loving this.
Played a lot of FIFA during the 2016 Olympics.
We
Me and him.
That's what I heard. I heard there was
My pockets were pretty fat after that trip. I'm sorry, Paul. I'll beat this guy. It'll be like 90th minute. I would just hit him with like a crazy one time, and he'd be one more, run it back. I'm like, sure.
It got to a point because we were playing while we were in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where it was just like, all right, let me stop playing this guy. Like,
I got like 10 off.
I was losing every time. Like, I bet money and I'm losing every time.
I took a video too. I'm making the money rain. Like, thanks, Pete.
Business decision. Like, you just stop playing this dude.
The money rain on you.
I still got the video.
We gotta find that video.
You want to see that video?
I love to see that video.
Still got it.
It was definitely a business.
that
I'm not
money.
playing this guy
I'm not a great
anymore.
card player, but I trust my esports. You know, I can.
I give you that. Madden, I think we need to run that in
We
Madden.
can run that.
What about FIFA?
I give him that.
I'll find it.
We'll get him in
I
Madden.
retired from FIFA.
You retired?
I retired from FIFA. I don't play it anymore.
Clay, we got a good Madden league that we'll send
Really?
you.
We do a franchise.
Remember the Madden bus? That was also a dream of mine.
That was. I wanted to get on that so bad.
So bad? I was on ESPN.
Yeah.
ESPN was a big deal in the 2000s, bro. You didn't have overtime and House of Highlights. You didn't have
Those
these other
dudes were
platforms.
celebrities to me. Like,
Really,
what?
though.
That was my rebuttal
They
to
would
like my
talk
mom.
crazy.
Like,
Come on, you.
boy, get off that game. Like, they're making money, mom. Like,
Yeah.
look at they're getting paid.
I'm making money, Mom.
Speaking of Kobe, you brought up, being a fan and growing up in our generation, our era of basketball, being in SoCal, and you get to watch him up close and personal. Like, what's your favorite or best moment playing against Kobe?
Definitely the first time I played against him. Like, there's not many dudes in the league who, when you're a rookie, will make you starstruck, and that was one of them. I was just like, I can't believe I'm lining up against you, bro.
They in a
I've
bonus,
watched
bro.
your whole career, like when you won the slam dunk contest, when you went for 80, seen you win 5 chips, and now I'm guarding you, and like you go so much harder
Right.
when you guard guys like that. And I'm
Right.
like, wow, he sees the best every night.
Every night.
Like he's seeing the Rajah Bell trying to kill him, and freaking Bruce Bowen undercutting him. Those are the good old days. And that was me. I was trying to not let him get a good shot off, and that was like such a beautiful moment for my. I had a good game at the time too. I was 6 for 8, 14 points. When you're a rookie, that's like scoring 35. You know, so I was like, nice. I hope Kobe noticed me. Shot it well tonight.
Get that,
I hope he
KD.
noticed that I, do the damn thing. So that was a really good memory for me, bro. And Staples too. And when I go back and watch that film, the floor spacing so crazy. 2 big men on the block, Kobe in the high post. Like now you watch the league, 5 out. You might have Jokic at the top of the key, but nah. I mean, who was on the block for Kobe? It was like, who was this? It was Bynum,
Powell.
It was just a big league back then,
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, I can't believe I'm out here right now. I love these guys.
Yeah.
So
There wasn't like an all moment.
he gave us
You had to
40.
like snap out of it, like, oh shit, hold on. Let me
No, I
get
was in
right.
awe the whole time, bro. I was like, man, I'm so happy to be here. Because when you're a rookie, like, the wins and losses, you want to win every night, but they just don't hit the same because you're just trying to get in the game. You're just trying to get some burn, get some shots up, do something good to get noticed. So I was just happy to be out there for real. Like, I can't tell you what the score was. I know Kobe had 40. I had 14. I still felt like I held my own.
Did Kobe tell you anything about your game to help you in your career later?
He didn't even have to tell me. One time for the NBA Global Games in 2013, I knew I was on the right path. I can't sleep. That jet lag's crazy. So I go up to the weight room, and I'm on the dumbbell bench, whatever, and someone just taps me on the shoulder. I look up. I'm like, oh, damn. It was Kobe, hood on, shades on. And I was like, I can't believe I'm in the same gym as this man. He just goes, sup, shakes my hand, just goes to the other side of the gym, starts doing his workout, whatever. And then to hear him tell that same story in 2016 on his retirement tour, like, yeah, I knew Klay would be good when I saw him in the weight room. And he was the only other guy there. And I was like, that's the stuff that impresses me. So when I heard him say that's all I needed to hear. I was like, man, I know if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to fulfill my potential. And that was my favorite memory with Kobe. It was one word. All he said was sup. But just to I was on that mom mentality in the same hours with him, I was like, this is really a dream come true. Like, trying to match your energy, bro. I'll do whatever you do. Maybe not the 4:30 a.m. 4-mile runs you be doing, but I'll hoop with you anywhere. Like, that was just a beautiful memory for myself, being able to see him in his element.
That was great. You've been seeing him since he been on you since you was a kid.
Yeah, man. Since I moved to
That's crazy.
SoCal in 2004. And this is when I knew my dad really had it. This is when I knew my dad had the respect to people around the league. I went to him with Detroit, me and my little brother. They just lost to the Pistons, and we're in the banquet room. Remember the Birmingham Hotel?
Yep.
We was there. All the Pistons fans were outside. Detroit basketball the whole night.
Outside of the hotel?
5,000 fans just trolling the Lakers.
All right, because
Kobe,
this is 2004.
when they lost. and I'm with my Uncle John. My brother went to sleep. He couldn't hang. I'm with my dad. And we're just at a table, and of all people to come sit with my dad, it's Kobe. I'm just like, wow. You could be sitting anywhere else. You came and wanted to sit with my dad and talk about whatever with him. I'll never forget that. I didn't say a word the whole time because I was like, I can't believe I'm sitting here. I said my Uncle John. My Uncle John was like, my dad was like, Cole, this is my brother-in-law, John. And my Uncle John looks like, what's up? It's just right back at me. Like, I can't believe this man is out there chasing his fourth ring. He decided to sit with us. So that was a big, I looked at my dad so differently after that day. I was like, wow, Dad, I can't believe you actually do this. This is crazy. I knew you played in the league, but I know you were this nice. Like, you got Cole's respect, and that was a great moment for me, too. Yeah. That feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
now
it does.
30 still here doing it.
It does. My favorite moment, I think, I got the win on him for the last matchup against him.
I remember in Indiana.
In Indy.
I remember I was so jealous, bro. He gave you his shoes and everything.
Yeah, I got
was like,
the shoes after. We had a special moment.
Pair of Kobe's.
Yeah, we had a special moment in the locker room. He came to the locker room after the game, after everything cooled down. I had to wait like a cool probably hour and a half until the game was over. Like his cool down was crazy, but he came over, he chopped it up to me. You know, we laughed, we talked about the game, and I was holding that over his head like I won that matchup last. And you know, it was just an incredible moment. That game was fire.
Yeah.
You know, the Lakers travel everywhere. Like every time we played LA, it was like 50-50 fans in Indiana.
Y'all was great back then.
And we were good, bro. Yeah. Like, we had a hell of a fucking run that year.
Contender.
They showed up 7 games. When the Lakers came to town, it was 50-50 fans.
That's funny.
Crazy.
That's what we do.
And he struggled that whole game.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
Your daddy knows.
That's funny. He do know.
Michael Thompson definitely know.
He wasn't. The Lakers weren't good at that time. You weren't repping the Lakers. You weren't repping the Lakers.
Fair weather fan, huh?
Fair weather.
He was a Warriors fan for a little bit too, I think.
We good when we not.
That did make me happy when Kobe said it. He's like, who are all these Warrior fans around? I was like, nice. We're doing something right. We got Kobe upset.
So, Clay, you're a 4-time champ now. But
thanks, Dallas.
You're welcome. It is weird. It's weird to say.
Yeah. I always different in the Arizona Classic back in the day.
Isn't it wild?
Yeah. I think we played Kemba. Oh, no, we played DeMar. Belmont Shores.
We played DeMar and Brandon Jennings. And
good team.
That was a good game. I'm not sure if we won that, but
we lost, bro.
It's crazy for me to say that to you. Like, oh, you're a 4-time champ now.
Thank you, bro. I know a lot of hard work, but I've been blessed, man. I've been with great teammates and great coach and Steve, great organization. So it just doesn't, I mean, you got to get a little lucky in this league, I've learned too. Like, you got to get some breaks with injuries. I mean, Paul and I have been through it. But just lucky to still be going for 5. Like, when I say that, I have no complaints. Like, I'll do it all over again, injuries and all, because we're here. And I'm still together with the guys that came in with Steph and Dre. Andre and Steve is special.
Damn, that hurt.
Oh, when you snapped your shit?
I had 6 surgeries.
I was gonna tell you. I couldn't wait to tell you, bro. Like, you really inspired me. I was there when that happened, bro.
You got rings to show for it.
Yeah, but I never had to carry a franchise like you, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that's different.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I got
this is a kind podcast.
6 surgeries, nothing to show for it.
Always killing.
It's all good, bro. What do you mean? You got all the playoff. Yeah, shit. I was watching you in the offs, bro. I was like, damn, I want to be where Paul's at, dunking on Birdman, and I'm on early vacation, losing to the Clippers in the first round. It's hard to even conceive now. Or Blake and those boys, CP, and he was over here, 1 game away from the finals, too.
1 game.
That was great. That was an all-time team you almost beat, too.
Yeah.
The Heatles. What a time.
The
LeBron's
Heatles.
still here. I'm like, this is crazy.
That is
Miami, LA.
That is crazy that he's still very much a part of the league.
Knocked us out last year. I'm like, God damn, this man is still here.
Clay, I want
great respect, though.
I want to talk.
Dishwashers use 80% less water than hand washing and save $130 on utilities.
I can't buy a bucket, bro.
Hardee's Double Deals pack double the char-broiled beef and melty cheese.
About that. So both Steph, Dre, and your coach kind of gave their thoughts on your guys' team, and they all said that they didn't think your team was a contender. So we're 2 months removed from the season now. What are your kind of thoughts on this past season and the team?
I mean, it was tumultuous at times. Like, it's hard going back to back, man. It's a whole different beast. I mean, I didn't have the greatest start to the year, so I came out this summer like, nah, I want to be all-star. I want to be myself, and with doing that, I'll get all the accolades, whatever. But we had a bumpy road. I mean, injuries plagued us a little bit. I'm still proud of the way we fought, though. We made, we beat a tough Sacramento team. I mean, that was crazy last year. You could tell they hadn't been in the playoffs in 16 years. Like, god damn, they was loud. I heard that loud since Cleveland days, like 2016. Game 6 in the finals. It was loud in there. And they're a pesky team. They got some quick guards and Sabonis. So it was good beating them. I'm sure they won't be going nowhere with Mike B at the helm, but it was tough. That Lakers series was tough. I obviously didn't shoot the ball as well as I wanted to. Shot it terribly. It's tough when Anthony Davis is down there at the rim, man. That man's like an elastic. He just can get this affect so many shots.
Yeah.
LeBron's still doing his thing. So I give the Lakers credit. They play very well. But I know, Andrew, Steph, Dre, CP, and I, and the rest of the guys, we're hungry. We're in our group chat right now. We're trying to set up some mini camps for the season, but we're all on the same page. Like, look, we got another ring in us. We at least expect that. We can do it if we just stay the course and not look too far ahead. Take it week by week and just enjoy the process, because that's all you can really do.
Mm-hmm.
If you focus on a championship, it doesn't really do you nothing. You got to enjoy everything about it, the training camp, the preseason. Mm-hmm. So last year I definitely have a bad taste in my mouth still, but that's not the worst thing, because now I'm hungrier than ever, and I still want to, I want to get back to that mountaintop. Like, 4 is cool, but why not get as many as you can get?
Exactly.
At least attempt, and then I can walk away from this game saying I gave it everything I had.
Exactly.
That's all you can do.
Well, now that y'all going into the next season, y'all already done made some big moves and big changes. You just said your boy CP3 is on y'all team.
Yeah.
And everybody been talking about how do he gel with y'all, how's he going to fit in, how's he going to do this, and they want to know, is he going to start?
Yeah.
I want to know your output on all of this, how you feel about CP being on your team.
I mean, we're lucky. It's one of the greatest players ever. Like, he's top 75. He's elevated every franchise. He ran the point for. And me as a shooter, I'm excited. I just know CP's going to put it right here on the seams. He's going to set me up nice. I'm going to get a couple extra easy buckets every night. And he's a winner. Like, I played against him so many times to see how competitive he is. He'll do anything to win. And that's the vibe we want, With the Dubs, like, it could be Wiggs night one night. It could be Steph's. It could be mine. It could be, JK. Draymond could go get you 20, 10, and 10. And now just to add another weapon like CP.
And my boy Looney.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget my boy Looney. Don't forget my boy Looney.
That's your boy now?
Hey, what you mean?
That's how that's your player comp. That's how you play when these runs.
Full hip surgery.
He was down in Looney for a while.
I love that, bro.
Come on, man.
He was getting up
We
there.
had to put him on game on Looney's effect. He was down in Looney for a while.
20 boards. He had like 20 rebound games in the Sac series. That's some Will Chamberlain shit.
I went to all Looney games at UCLA.
Did you?
Yeah. One. He used to make point guard and everything,
He did.
man, all that.
He did.
Yeah, I've been knowing
He was
Looney.
like a little baby KD.
Matter of fact, he talked to me on Instagram probably about when Instagram first
that's really
came
your
out.
boy.
Yeah, when Instagram first
I can
came
get you a
out.
jersey. I can get you up to a game. I can get you number 5.
Matter of fact,
Some KL5 shoes. He got
jersey
some
people got
PEs
to
with
send me a Looney jersey.
Gotcha.
I need a Looney
We
jersey.
gotta get you one of
Yeah.
them.
I need you to get it signed for me though.
Okay, I got you.
I need you to get that
That's my
signed
boy.
for me
We actually
from
going to China and the Philippines together. He's with Anta.
I need it signed before that.
Okay.
Before y'all go.
Okay.
I need that
That's in 3
UCLA
weeks.
one and the Warriors.
Okay.
Gotta have that.
Bet 3-time champ too. He's been vital to everything
Listen,
we do.
I know that.
Yeah, there you go.
That's my favorite player.
There you go.
I don't like me. Come on,
That's
man.
funny.
Klay, talk to me a little bit like, your conversation with CP3. When you first heard the news, did he reach out? Did you reach out? How did you guys kind of first initiate that original conversation once the news broke?
He texted me and We were just talking about getting in the gym, getting shots up, even getting on the golf course. I'm like, nice, I got someone on the team I could possibly beat in golf, finally. Just playing with Andre and Steph isn't that fun half the time. Like, they hitting fairways and greens every hole. I'm like, bro, y'all too good for me. But, nah, I'm just excited to pick his brain, too. Like, I was a fan. He was on the Redeem team. I want to see what that was like, playing with Kobe and LeBron and those guys and bringing USA basketball back to where it needed to be. And then watching him on the New Orleans, I remember watching him give the Lakers work. I remember when he played the Lakers in the second round, I remember for 5 straight possessions, he got the ball screen and he scored on every single player on the court. From Lamar to Kobe to Powell to Bynum, he literally scored on everybody 5 times in a row. I was like, dang, can't teach that. That's just special right there. So to be able to play with someone like Chris is an honor. Obviously, it hurts to see Jordan go. That's the nature of the beast that is this business. JP was homegrown. I saw him put the work in. I saw him go 2 for 15 in the game, but then he would be in the dungeon, which we call our practice facility because there's no windows, getting shots up right after the game. And that reminded me of my younger self. Like, I would have a terrible shooting night in Oakland at Oracle. I would drive to the practice facility in downtown Oakland. I would do the same thing my second year. And I'm like, I don't have the energy for that no more. But to see JP follow that same footing, I'm like, man, this kid's going to be special. And we wouldn't have won the championship without him. Like, he was so important to us when Steph went down and we played that series against Denver. I mean, so Jordan is forever going to be cherished in the Warriors lore just for what he did and helped bring us back to where we needed to go. And I know he's going to do great things in Washington. And it felt good seeing him last week. It was weird seeing him in some Wizards gear, but that's like Steph and I's little bro. So to see him go and he's going to flourish out there, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, that's awesome. On this show, we love shedding light, especially on the younger talent around the league. Jordan Poole being one of my favorite.
Yeah, we at that age now, P. We can do that.
We do, man. We OGs in this game now,
Class
man.
of 08, baby, stand up.
Yeah.
Hey, Class of 08 still going strong. Me, him, Drew, DeMar, James, he's our age. Harden, he's 07, but shit. Kawhi,
Gordon Hayward.
Nah, Gordon's from Indiana. I'm talking all SoCal.
SoCal.
Yeah. It's impressive. Who else? I know I'm forgetting a couple. Say Kawhi, Russ.
Because Russ is a year ahead. He's
a year older.
He's 07.
Yeah, but that's crazy still. Like, that many
We
good
still
players are the same
dog.
region.
We had a good era. Like,
Great era.
SoCal had
I'd say it's the best era in high school hoops ever.
Has to be.
Because you got to throw in B. Jennings. You got to throw in
Brandon.
Yeah, like
first to go overseas and do like he opened that door.
Right.
I remember that when Brandon got €1 million. I was like, I can't believe this, bro. Like, you know what I would do if I had that money right now? I'm going to Pullman with a stipend check.
College, like, fuck, was this the right decision?
Oh no, we weren't there yet.
Our game wasn't ready. We couldn't have those conversations.
Brandon was a real phenom.
Yeah.
I remember watching him on the internet versus Ricky Rubio. That was a huge deal. Like, do it for the Americans, B.
What era was Kenny Bruner in?
Kenny Bruner?
The point guard. I remember him. He went to
remember him.
Kenny Bruner.
Kenny Bruner.
That might be in the 80s.
You older than us, Jackie.
I am. But I don't know about the Kenny Bruner.
That might have been in the 80s.
Like a creative player.
It was like 82.
Look up. He went to Georgetown.
Okay.
And he ended up getting in trouble.
Yeah.
At Georgetown, he went
That'd be
to
nice to go to the Warriors,
Georgetown.
though.
And I think he went to, I don't know if it was
He played
Long
with
Beach Poly. He went to, I forget what high school.
he played with AI.
Man, no, he went right after AI left.
Damn, that's in the 80s, bro.
Listen, I just thought y'all would know about Kenny Bruner.
90s, early 90s something. God
Kenny
damn.
Bruner, dope. Y'all look him up. Y'all know 44. Okay, he was up here with me. I was just thinking, you know, hey, I'm just saying, I'm thinking of my players, man.
You brought us
I was
to
just trying to think of Kenny
1970.
Bruner. Because he's from this side, so I didn't know how old he was. Come on, man.
He from SoCal? He from SoCal?
Yes,
Oh,
man.
shout out. What's his
That's
name?
why I was saying,
What's
Kenny
the OG
Bruner. I
name?
forget that I'm older than y'all sometimes. Y'all look old as hell.
Okay.
Yeah, Dominguez.
Dominguez got a crazy
Come
NBA.
on, know something.
return.
Okay.
Kenny
We
Bruner.
can bring
Brandon
up
Tyson,
Baron Davis.
Jordan
we can bring up,
Hamilton.
Jordan Hamilton.
Yeah, Jordan's our age too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many, and not even
It was
like
a
stars in the
competitive-
NBA, but just
Austin
like
Day. He's
AD,
still over
it's
Steve.
my boy.
You still talk to him?
Oh yeah, good golfer too.
Is he?
See, I gotta get my shit right,
Y'all
man.
say-
Everybody
Good
goes
golfer.
for me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I
boy
gotta get my
Austin
shit
Day,
right.
played for the Pistons, Gonzaga.
Back on subject, we was talking about Jordan Poole. you talked about his work ethic. You talked about, what makes him special. What kind of player you think he's going to turn out to be now for the Washington Wizards?
Oh, he definitely got all-star potential.
He's going to be that guy, bro.
You saw it when he made that finals run. He averaged 18, shooting 50, 40, 90. Like, that's hard to do. That's very impressive. In the playoffs, too.
For a young player.
I'm excited to watch him and Kuz. Those are going to be the swaggiest buckets ever between them. That Kuz was JP pick and roll. I'm like,
2 rock stars over there.
I can't wait to see them go down the.
Oh man, JP when he scored is different. Yeah, I know, right?
They
both got their own style.
Outfit.
I love it. But nah, I'm excited for him. Washington got a good one.
Yeah.
Future All-Star for sure.
I said the same thing. He stood out to me. In the beginning, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see the vision. Mm-hmm. He had a rough rookie year where...
He was young, though. He was like 20.
Yeah.
And he was throwing the fire. Like, we just got off the finals appearance. And
it was pressure on him.
All right, no Steph, no Klay.
It was
Go ahead and take the reins then, Rook.
But I was just watching. I'm like, I don't see it. But in year 2, he came out a totally different player, and I was like, wow.
That's the work ethic.
And then year 3, I was like, damn. Yeah. Like I felt like the league was like, all right, there's 3 of them now. Like, it's not just Steph and Klay anymore. It's 3 of them. Yeah, Jordan Poole is shooting on that level right now.
Yeah.
So shout out JP, man. I think he is gonna be special over there.
Yeah. He's still so young. Mm-hmm. People forget that.
Yeah. What is it? 23, 24?
Yeah, 23, 24. Damn. I know, it seems like an eternity ago for us.
It is. NBA is like, do you add dog years? Like,
yeah.
Are we
honestly,
like 40? Are we going on Jackie's age?
Nah, I would say I'm not Rocco's age. Rocco's 77 in human years.
All I'm saying is wisdom.
I got a question for you though, Jackie.
Talk to me, man.
You in a timeless film, ATL. What was that like to shoot, bro? That film really stood the test of time for real. No,
it is.
Especially for us West Coast kids, I didn't know what Atlanta was like.
Man,
so my God. So to get some like feel
they definitely painted the picture of what Atlanta was.
It was fun because it was, if y'all, not a lot of people don't know, but the movie was produced by Will Smith.
Oh, wow.
Really? I didn't know that either.
It was their first project under Overbrook.
Okay.
So they
one of y'all
production company. So we had Dallas Austin, T-Boz, and Will Smith and them produced the movie. And literally, we already knew with Warner Brothers and them, we was going to have money to do all fun stuff. And but it was just great, man, learning the culture from being out there in Atlanta, knowing who T.I. really was at the time, because this was like his prime. He was the ATL, so it was fun because they showed us the ropes. He would take us certain days as a cast, like T.I., and have all the boys and show us like in the hood. There was certain places we would be like in Bankhead, be like, can I go back home? It's like, like literally, we was on set. It was just the most fun time, just meeting Lauren London. Jason Weaver, who's one of my favorite actors in the world.
Was he Lauren's father in that one? Who was
Lauren's father was
I've seen him in
was Keith
David.
Keith David. And he's an amazing actor.
Great voice.
Yeah,
great voice.
Oh my God. But we had, man, it was just even working with Outkast, like Big Boy.
That's right. Weren't they beefing at that time though?
They wasn't doing nothing together at the time. That's when they was broke up. But it was still that ATL vibe. Cause you gotta think them dudes was legends, and it's so funny. Knowing Big Boy from back then, I did another movie with him called Idlewild. And he ended up having a trailer. What? He ended up getting a trailer service for actors. Like, so, like, you do on sets, he has his own business and stuff. And I was like, he was telling me that back then, and he actually did it. So it's just something I'm just thinking of. But ATL, man, I'm glad you like it.
Of course, bro. It's almost like winning the championship. When you make a film that stands the test of time.
Yeah.
Facts.
What was your favorite? What's your favorite line in that movie?
Oh man, probably when he made fun of T.I. for being light skinned. I was like, damn, it's like that out there. I was like. Well, Big Boy did it in the truck. I was hurt. I hurt my heart. I was like, oh.
Big Boy was. I like Big Boy.
He was great in that movie, though.
He acted really good in that movie.
He was cold.
When you don't like somebody, like
that's when you know they did a good job.
What he hit him with the shoot.
Yeah, he was scared. He was cold. Made him drop the milk.
Yeah. This my daddy house.
But we'll never do an ATL 2, so don't ask me.
Bubba was in it too from Forrest Gump. What was his name? Y'all the big cast.
You talking about Uncle George?
Yeah, he's in Forrest Gump,
Michael,
Con Air.
What's his name?
Some iconic roles.
Michael T. Williamson.
Yeah.
I had Michael in my head, but I couldn't figure the rest.
Gotcha.
Michael T. Williamson, man. He, that, like you said, that was Bubba Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
So to work with
Legend.
him, man, that was even just,
Yeah.
it was great. Shout out to ATL, man. Shout out to Chris Robinson, Will Smith, everybody, the whole cast.
I thought I recognized, like, I seen this fool somewhere.
Come on, man. I'm in everybody's favorite movie. They just don't know. But I ain't gonna say something about somebody.
Stephen A.
No, me?
No.
Stephen A.
Don't bring up Space Jam 2.
Nah,
I can't watch it.
They all know who we talking about.
Stephen A. Yo.
Say that for later.
Gotcha.
So Clay, I want to get back to something that a lot of people observe with your team, and it's just how close. It's almost like a family over there at your guys' organization. And Dre was on our show a few weeks back, and he was just talking about how close he was with Steph. And I want to know if you have any stories of when you came into the league and it was your first time meeting Steph Curry as a rookie.
Oh, man. I don't think me and Steph said a word to each other the first year, to be honest. Like, Steph only played like 20 games that year. I was riding the bench first 30 games of the year. I'll get in. I was like a shooter off the bench, backing up Monte and Darrell and stuff. But that, your rookie year is just one big, I mean, Paul can tell you, it's just one big learning experience. Like, you don't know what to expect every night. Coach Jackson, I'm like Coach Jackson punching bag at times on the rookie, which is fine. Like, I could take it. And it felt good being coached up by Coach Jackson. Like, I used to watch you back the ball down from the three-quarter court and feed Reggie off the pin down.
Oh my, he shot
then,
that?
Yeah, with Scottie Pippen guarding you. So, like, I had all these questions for Mark. And Mark was hilarious, man. Mark would talk that talk, and he would talk crazy all the time. He's from New York, so he only has one speed. But I don't have, like, I don't even have that many stories about Steph my year because we didn't really speak to each other that much. Like, I was so quiet. I just didn't want to. When you're a rookie, you don't want to step on the vet's toes. You don't want to. I was like the anti-Draymond. Draymond came in, he was just yapping the whole time. He was making his presence felt, but I was just kind of like in the background, like, I'm going to do my work, be the quiet assassin, and just observe.
Yeah.
But, like, me and Steph, we didn't really, our relationship really didn't build till our third year when we played that Team USA, and we finally hung out off the court because we had nothing else to do, and we were like Canary Islands. We had nothing else to do, so we went and played golf. We finally got to know each other on the golf course. And that's when I learned, like, oh, man, this dude's a two-sport athlete.
They
like, you really do
bro.
this.
They are fucking
played
hooping.
this stuff in high school. Like, I would just do it just to get out the crib. But he played with Dominique Wilkins and Clyde Drexler. That was so much fun playing with them. Clyde just kept making fun of us. Like, look at these country club swings. And I was like, thanks, Clyde. Yeah, I love Clyde the Glide. And Dominique was so funny, man. Dominique was having a terrible day off the tee, couldn't hit the ball straight. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm an 8 handicap usually. Like, I do this. I'm like,
really?
No, I mean, see, it's more fairway. But I'm like, you're still the human highlight reel, so whatever you say goes, bro. Like, you say whatever you want. Especially those dudes from my dad's era, they just have, like, a different glow for me because, like, I'll just hear stories about Dominique breaking backboards and Clyde jumping from the free throw line. So that was a good memory. That's the first time me and Steph actually talked to each other. Wow. Yeah, our third year in the league.
So 2 years in.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years in. Well,
and 2 playoff
this was your
runs.
your third season. Going into your third season, or this was after the
third season.
That's when the relationship between y'all two was, like, established.
Mm-hmm. You already did that son-father talk with both of
No. We did have that talk, yeah. But he remembers more because Dell had him younger, and you see the footage of Steph playing Seth one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we better be good at hoops. Like, we got to go to all these damn fancy NBA arenas growing up. Like, I'm going to be that guy that doesn't make it after all this privilege. Like better pan out.
Like, how often does Steph work on his golf game throughout the season? Because I'll never forget that picture where he was, like, getting his grips redone or something like that.
Yeah.
How often does he, like, what do you know about his routine with golf?
Sheesh. Him and Andre play a lot. So it's just crazy to me Andre can even play with Steph. Because when Andre came on our team, I'll never forget this 2014. I brought him to Ruby Hill in the Bay, and this man could not get off the tee. Like, he's topping everything. It's going like 15 yards in front. He cannot hit the ball straight. It's crazy. He can't hit a green. He can't putt. And I was clearly better than him. 10 years later, he's like a 5 handicap. And my game is kind of going like this because my confidence was shot after the match. So I'm like, I just got to stick with it. I'm going to beat Andre again. I'm going to beat him since 2014. That's why it's like, what an athlete, though. You can just focus on something like that and pick it up. And no, it gets hard to hit a golf ball. People,
it is, bro.
Did you actually hit golf balls on ATR? That was
yes, they took us to a training facility.
You look like you look the part, bro.
No, ask them. They a joke with you all day, but they know. I whoops their ass in Yeezy flip-flops.
That's crazy.
That's not true.
They got it on tape. I got better hits than all them.
He has one good par 3.
I will say this.
Who coached you up on that?
They always want to bring me down, man.
I will say this. He had one good shot. We played at
Madison Club
in Palm Springs.
Ooh. Preach. Keep going.
And he did have one good hit on a par 3. He hit the ball
like this far from the hole.
Well, we couldn't see the green. It looked like it could have gone in. We were all kind of like, go check the hole.
If Jackie hits a hole in one, you better go buy a lottery ticket.
Listen, I think I did hit. I think somebody went in there and took it out and threw it. You know, I think that's what happened. We didn't see it. Friends.
How many? That was his one impressive moment. But outside of that, he can't golf.
Yeah, that's
it. Yeah. How much practice did you have leading up to the match?
Bro, I took it so serious.
Yeah.
That's why it hurt so bad. I was like, but you can't account for the nerves and the crowd and
talk us through that, because we were talking about it and like as we're watching it.
I let a lot of people down, Paul. Yes.
Were you talking a lot of shit like
all my friends were like, yeah, you and Steph are, because they bet. They like the sports gamble and all that. They're like, you and Steph are overwhelming favorites. Like, I'll put my money on y'all. I'm like, all right, so you put your money on Steph. Don't put your money on me. Put it on Steph. I knew I could help him. I was like, if I just hit a few good shots. My short game was shit that day. I couldn't hit a putt.
Yeah.
The chipping in golf is where it's hard, bro. That like 100-yard shot and in, even by the green. That's what Kelsey and Mahomes was doing so well. They would put that ball 6 feet. Yeah, it's like, it's keeping your head down. It's a whole science to it. I haven't mastered it yet, obviously, but that match stuff was intense. I haven't been that nervous for a sporting event since Game 1 of the 2015 Finals.
It was funny watching it because, you know, you guys are mic'd up, and the whole time I remember, like, Mahomes saying, like, hey, guys, back up. Like, we're not professionals out here. Like, y'all standing a little close.
I hit that dude in the head.
Y'all beamed a couple people.
Yeah, I know. Pat, on a par 3, he hit this young kid, and he used him as a backboard. It bounced on the green. I was like,
good shot.
Good shit is this? And then Pat hit another. Wow. I knew it wasn't our day when Pat hit a 3-wood off the tee on a par 4, and this ball did not go higher than like 10 feet, and it somehow ended up on the back of the green. It was just like a screamer.
A little stinger.
It was crazy. I was like, this is not our night. Steph couldn't make a putt. I was so disappointed. Steph, like Steph,
driver.
You gonna go to Tahoe?
I do now.
You do now?
Yeah.
I can
Steph went and hit like a hole-in-one and a couple eagles 2 weeks later. I'm like, you really played bad.
Yeah, what was that all about? Like, you played phenomenal right after that.
I think he just played down a level of his teammates' competition. Awesome. Like, I don't know what happened. We tried our hardest. I tried so hard, bro.
It wasn't you.
I played every other day for the month of June. Like, I would go to the gym, then I'll go to the golf course and play 12, 18 holes. I'm like, I'm not gonna embarrass myself out there, but
but to be fair, I think the expectation for you during that match, like, I don't think
very
you
high.
No, I don't think it was.
But did you see my first tee shot? I piped that thing.
The one that kind of curved and from left to right.
That's called a fade, buddy.
Okay,
that's called a Chardonnay fade.
You didn't do that intentionally.
No, I did, and it went 270 in the dead fairway. The ironic part is, even if I hit a great shot, we're not gonna use my shot because Steph's just gonna hit it farther.
Yeah.
But the pressure was on Steph. Like, he was expected to play better, and he didn't. So I think you did your job.
You did.
You were just there.
Appreciate that.
You did good,
it's not like you played bad.
You did good. Watching it, I think
Thanks,
the world watching it was like, all right, these dudes are pretty fucking good. This is not what they do. They're obviously professional basketball players, professional football players. They're pretty good at golf too. Like,
okay.
That was my takeaway.
There's some really good golfers in the league, actually. J.R. Smith is great. Ray Allen's great. Steph's great. These guys are shooting like in the 70s, low 80s. Andre's great.
Yeah.
The verdict's out on everybody else. So I see like Kyle Lowry, our boy. And Kyle, I'm like, I can definitely get Kalo. I know I can get Kyle.
Kyle's a strong. He plays a lot.
I'm probably like upper echelon of hoopers.
Okay.
But when it comes to athletes in general, nah, I'm like
bottom tier.
Because I play with my brother's baseball friends. They hit it a mile.
Right.
You know, I'm like, Pat even's got that baseball swing that's like gripping up, choking up on the bat. And I'm not there yet. But I mean, I can hold my own.
We got to get
out there, bro.
How many years you been playing now?
Like seriously, like since my like rookie year, I've taken it serious. But I grew up playing a little bit. Like I would go to the Muni in Oregon. Shout out to the Muni in Lake Oswego. I would hit a house once in a while. You would run, you know. Yeah, I was a liability off the tee.
Yeah.
Still am, obviously, but I'm trying, man. It's a beautiful game, golf is.
Yeah.
It humbles you.
And
it's not like hoops where you can just like get back and play harder defense and get a rebound. Now you gotta take a deep breath. That's why Draymond was pissing me off. I'm like, Draymond, this is not basketball, bro. Stop trolling me. Like, this shit is so hard. He's like, damn, Klay, you got to pick it up. I'm like, God, I know I got to pick it up. Give me some encouragement, bro.
Right.
That's not his
golf
game.
Is like a loophole, though. Like, it could be one bad shot after another bad shot.
Yeah,
like, there's just no, like, it's a slippery slope.
It is, but it just takes one shot to bring you back.
It does.
You put one shot right on the pin, that's all you need. Confidence is back.
It does.
So Draymond was getting on me, trying to be like, Steph needs you. I'm like, I know he needs me, bro. I'm trying my hardest. Can't just go out there and make shots.
Yeah.
It was a fun experience, so I'll do it again. I don't think I'll be invited back, but I'll do it again.
You'll do it again?
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. One thing we all face as people, no matter who.
One thing we all face is not listening to ads.
Already react the way we do until we talk things through. How crazy do you get with your fandom? Do you now when you make a purchase? So you and Steph are the greatest shooting duo that probably we'll ever see.
Oh, thank you, bro.
And you get to see his work ethic up close. We had Draymond here a couple weeks ago, and he talked about how he didn't drop any names. I heard this story as well, and he confirmed it. But again, he didn't drop a name of guys that tried to keep up with him in his workouts.
What you doing, bro?
10 minutes in, tapped out.
See, oh my God!
So you get
so lucky you missed that.
Tell us about like
I can handle it, especially for the shooting portion.
Yeah.
Once he does this ball handling with the tennis ball, he's got these lights. He's got all this like crazy globetrotter, jester stuff he's doing. Yeah, he's juggling. I was training with him last week. He juggles the ball, goes behind his back, and I'm like, bro, I just need 1-2 dribbles to get my spot. But like, I see why he can go to anywhere and does what he does with the ball. I'm like, damn, Steph, you do this every day. And now I'm starting to implement more of that in what I do because I'm like, all right, that's why he ages so well.
Yeah. That's funny you said that.
Yeah, and his trainer, Brendan, actually told me an interesting concept, like how I like to catch rhythm with my footwork and get my shoulders square, but him and Steph train where he can get rhythm with his hands, like with his handles being so tight. I'm like, okay, I like the way you guys do things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna even though I've been his teammate for so long, I'm still in awe, like, of how we prepare.
So are we expecting 3 dribbles now from him?
At least 3. Maybe between, behind the back. Nah, you're gonna see some stuff.
Keep note of that, Pete.
Then Steve will be like,
keep note of that.
it's not in the game.
Keep note, Pete.
Klay shuffle now? Klay shuffle now?
Then Chris Mullen will text me like, Klay, here's a stat for you. The less you dribble, the more effective you are. I'm like, come on, Mully, I got more than that. And he was like, no. I was the same way.
Yeah.
And I was getting 40 on the Showtime Lakers in the playoffs. So I'm like,
hey.
All right, Mully. Don't worry, y'all win series. But Chris Mullen was holding his own.
Okay.
Yo,
Devo,
what are you doing?
That's funny you said that. I've seen a clip of Steph.
You feel me?
Somebody else and Luka was working out with him.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And Luka's
That's
like
how I felt.
half-assed.
And Luka's like, what is this shit? But Luka got handles. I'm like,
yeah, he does.
So,
but it looked like it was just intense for him. Like, I'm not doing all of this.
That's funny.
Steph, I want to ask you something I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Klay.
Yeah,
Klay, not Steph.
Not Steph.
What the fuck? You just called him
Steph
Steph?
so damn much. Shit.
I'm used to it, bro.
Steph, man.
I'm used to it.
Klay, I want to ask you it's a lot of teams in the NBA that practice the 4-point line.
Oh my God!
What are you talking? Big 3 ball? Like,
I don't know. They practice 4-point line. The 4 points where you get 4 points.
good for us. Please put that thing in there.
Also,
It'd be great for the Dubs.
So you and Steph, y'all practice that?
We do this thing called big small in practice, and like we try to go shot for shot. Like, and we try to get other guys to get in. Like Ian Clark would get in with us, Quinn Cook, Ty Jerome, and just.
So if the NBA bring it,
and we always end it.
Cool with it.
Yeah, we cool with it. If we always have the same shot total by the end of the drill, we go to the hash mark, and you got to hit the shot from the hash to win. So that could be like your 4-point line. I'm all for it.
Nah, man.
No, you don't like it?
I don't like it.
You like your traditionalist?
Because I think it's basketball gonna stop.
Wow.
Everybody just gonna be shooters. Everybody want to be who
I think the league goes in waves. Like you see a big man come back in vogue.
That 4-point though, it's just. I think it's just.
You think the
everybody
game's even ruined even more?
Big men right now. Big men shoot threes.
They do.
Yeah.
Everybody
my dad gets very
threes.
upset. My dad's like, That's
what I'm saying.
Watching a game with him, he's like, why doesn't NB go to the block? You can get 30 and 20 every night. You're shooting these fadeaways.
You're like, talking real.
That is
it's
facts.
hard to do what Kareem did.
He still does get 30 at
What
night.
Hakeem did. Like, it's different.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, it's not.
I bet your dad wouldn't like the 4-point line.
He is actually more open to things nowadays. He might actually like it.
You think he would?
Yeah, I think he would.
I know if we
He's got some crazy ideas.
I said at some point they're going to throw in like something that changes the NBA.
Yeah.
Like
the way the game is going,
yeah.
I think at some point they're going to throw in this 4-point shot.
Please don't.
Because it was a part of the WNBA All-Star game, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
So I want to go back to your 4 championships. So your first one ended a 40
Late ass reaction.
Why try Febreze card? Febreze starts just right and stays just right for 40 days. Febreze card.
Expedia members get member prices and rewards for future trips.
Route for the Warriors. Then you win back-to-back, and then another after a 3-year hiatus. But out of all those championship games, like which one, how would you rank them? Which one was your favorite? Which one was the most surprising? If you were to put those in order,
Wait, out of what?
Championship games, like which one, and then
championship?
another after a 3-year hiatus. But out of all those championship games, like which one, how would you rank them? Which one was your favorite? Which one was the most surprising? If you were to put
The back-to-back
those in order,
one's going to be first,
rank
bro.
Man.
No, the
playoff
recent
games.
one's going to be first. Oh, playoff games.
Does the Western Conference Finals count too? Because that's technically a championship in a sense. No? Okay. No.
Yeah.
I'll rank them. I mean, Game 6, 2015 was special. The meme they made of me is so funny. It said, when you don't do any work but still get an A+ on the project, and I'm just on the bench, 2 for 7, 5 points. I'll never forget, Mark Davis fouled me out. I was so mad at Mark. I was like, bro, freaking Delvedova flops on the mid-post. That guy's so floppy. I'm like, he's throwing his head back. Mark's like, foul. I'm like, you're not going to foul me on my first finals, bro. Really? I looked at him like, really?
Yeah.
Decided to watch from the bench. But it was still such a special moment. Like, Andre's out there doing his thing, giving us. They had Mozgov on him. I'm like, we in good shape. Yeah.
Right.
Man just came off an Olympic gold medal. We in good shape. And, I mean, 40 years, like you said, 40 years, you can feel it from the Bay. Like, they haven't. I talked to people who grew up in Oakland and surrounding cities. Like, we never could have envisioned a Warriors championship. Are you kidding me? Like, they were just in awe. And to see Oakland so packed that day around Lake Merritt and just how happy people were. Like, I'll never forget those memories. So, Game 6, 2015, and just, like, the feelings you get from... It was so unexpected. Like, so much greatness happened that year. I made my first All-Star game and got to play with my heroes there in New York. That moment was also way too big for me. I was, like, looking around, like, oh, Tim Duncan, KD, Dirk. Like, I watched y'all growing up. My mom, it was so funny. My mom tells me the story how she was sitting by this father's son, and I couldn't make a shot that night. And this kid's just going, like, Dad, Thompson is so cold. He can't make a shot. And my mom just hearing this.
So cold.
He's always like 2 for 11, but I was just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Because, like, the All-Star game, even too, like, I'm like, do I really belong yet? Like, I'm here with all these superstars. Like, I'm looking down, Carmelo's down there. I'm like, it's just weird. It's, like, uncomfortable, you know? But then as you play it more, it's like, all right, I deserve to be here type of vibe. Yeah, you know, you expect it. But that probably stands out the most, the first one. I mean, 2016, Game 7, that's one I don't want to forget, but there's just those moments you can't, like, the losses sting way more than you win, you know? And I'll never forget walking back to the locker room after, I see your coach, I see Ty Lue. The first thing I see when that buzzer sounded is Richard Jefferson with his hands up. I'm already mad. I'm like, God damn you, Richard. And then I see Ty Lue run to our bench, and I'm just like, it's the most deflating. It's a feeling you can't really describe, like the deflation inside you. It's like all that hard work, it just hurts so bad. It still hurts. there's losses that you could ask any athlete, any sport, like which losses you can't get over, and they'll name them off the top of their head.
At what point did you feel that was slipping away from y'all? Because when you go up 3-1,
man, I know.
I've been in 3-1 situations.
God, that hurt.
You're up 3-1. You lose game 5. Like, oh, we got another one.
Honestly, I thought we were good even when we got back home to Oakland. Like, I knew, like, we don't lose at home. Yeah. The last time we did lose, it took Kyrie and LeBron to go for 40 apiece. Right. First time in finals history. Two teammates. So I'm like, all right, anomalies happen. But then, like, man, why you making me do this right now, Paul? I don't want to talk about this.
We got to go down memory lane, man.
This hurts, man. Fuck. Oh, that hurt. No, if we win, we might not get Kevin. So, like, it all worked out, but that one hurt. I want to say I'm not going to admit to what it was slipping away, bro. It's too much pride in my heart to do that.
Okay.
Still hurts, though. You're welcome, City of Cleveland. Damn, they waited 50 years, Oakland waited 40. Oh, it happens. That's the beauty of sport, you know? You got to take the wins and losses.
It is.
You got to take them all. You got to accept everything.
You got to go with the punches, man.
You know?
You got to go with the good and bad. We're both, you know, been in the league over a decade. Mm-hmm. What changes within the last 10 years you like, whether on the court or off the court?
Shoot. Off the court, I mean, know what's so nice about working your hardest early in your career? You can relax a little bit more as far as, like, the pressure and, like, you just want it so bad. You know how it is when you're young in your career. You want to be great. You want to be an all-star. You want all-NBA. You want all that. But when you do those things and you kind of overlook the process. But now, in my 13th year, I just and, like, the injuries we both been through, I just take everything, and I'm just so grateful for it all. I'm grateful for these pickup games I'm playing in, the weights room sessions, the drive to the arena, the getting my ankles taped before the game, and now I just realized we're not Jackie, we're not actors. We can't act till we're
can't do this forever.
60, 70. So you gotta just be as present with everything as you possibly can, even the hard shit, like the calf raises during the Achilles rehab or the squats, because, like, it's such a privilege to play in this league. And it's like, I always talk to my dad about that too, because he played in a different era. They weren't flying, they weren't chartering, they had to do their own laundry, they didn't have no team meals. So, like, to see how far we've come, we stay in these plush hotels, we get to gamble on the plane. We, like,
it's just different.
It's like, it's different, you know. I'm like, man, we're so lucky to do this. Like, we get to do what we did for fun, like, growing up. And that's what's changed now from when we first came to the league. Is like, I'm just here, I'm just enjoying, trying to be a good leader, lead by example. And you still always are on a quest to prove yourself, but you don't care as much about what comes with the game as far as the criticism and the naysayers. Like, it still hurts when you hear people talk bad about your game because you put so much into it, but you know how to use it for fire rather than, like, oh, screw this guy, rather than, like, nah, they made an assessment about my game, it's on me to prove them wrong. So even up to last year, it took me a long time to accept that, like, and now I'm just enjoying this run, man. I realize I only got 4 or 5 years left in me. I'm going to enjoy it every single day, even the off days in Oklahoma, in Denver, wherever we at. I just try to do something fun in that city, and you get to see the world. It's really a dream.
Love to hear it.
Yeah. What a big change coming this new NBA season with this new in-season tournament. And many believe, I guess, this is going to make the regular season matter again. People will be all into it and everything. With the, you know, the Warriors being one of the best regular season teams of all time, I want to know how you going to prepare for it this season with this new change.
Shoot. I mean, well, it's a nice purse if you win, so that always helps. You want to do that for your teammates. And we get to go to Vegas. You know, they got great golf courses in Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, we got to talk about what else they have, but they got great golf courses. And stay away from the tables, people. Blow all that money and win. Or you could take the winnings if you're a real gambler. You go play a card game, double up, triple up.
Put it on black.
I mean, I know some guy. Paul Pierce played in the World Series of Poker. Like, if he can do it, I can do it. Trish can do it. I know that in place. I'm friends with Phil Hellmuth. He might help me out. Nah, my poker game is terrible, fellas. You can't, like, poker is not like hoops. You can't emotionally play poker. Like, you gotta, that card table, man. I gotta love hate with that card table.
Yeah. Are you a bluffer or?
Oh man,
Or are you playing the cards as is?
I like to. I don't know.
Because that's half the battle, right? In poker, that's half the battle is being a good bluffer.
Draymond's a good bluffer. I'll give him that. You just don't know what Dre's gonna do.
He's a great bluffer because he can talk you out of some shit.
He can, but you just gotta know his tells. Like, I'm not gonna give. I mean, Blu-ray table was not good to me last year.
There you go.
Oh man, I heard CP a big Blu-ray player, so that's good.
Yeah.
You can feel him. No, it's funny. Ty Jerome will play with us. He played with Steph, Draymond, and I'm like, Ty, you are crazy, bro.
He
like,
is crazy. Like, you don't have the
that's why
financially background.
Like, you are a beast. Like,
to keep up with
true
that
New Yorker, like a hustler. I'm like, this dude has no fear.
Yeah.
And he would play me in chess. He would beat me in chess, which upset me. It was like Darth Vader beating Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I started out killing him, right? I'm just like 5 moves ahead of him. Then the money went up a little bit, and he started beating me. And Draymond would just gas it like, oh, Klay talks all this shit like he's good at chess, but Ty came in here and ran him off the table. I'm like, bro, Draymond, I'm so sick of you, bro. Like, Draymond's the type of dude who just keeps like
just turning that knife
at you. I'm like, bro, chess is also a hard game, dog.
Yeah.
Like, and so I would take. That was fun though. Draymond's a good bones player too. I'll give him that. He's good at dominoes.
Yeah, he can play them bones.
Steph and I would get cracked on the poker table sometimes, man. Splash bills would get cracked.
So y'all playing poker on y'all plane?
We started with poker.
Okay.
Now we transitioned to Blu-ray. It's good though. It builds team chemistry. You know?
It does. Camaraderie. Y'all talking. Y'all conversating. Y'all. You're not just on a plane quiet. This person's doing his thing. That person's doing, like everybody is kind of.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Our plane is we have a varsity table. We have a JV table, and then we got the coaches table. Like there's 3 games of Blu-ray going on our plane at all times.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun. So don't let it get personal.
Right. I just got into backgammon.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a big game on the islands. My family's Bahamian. They all play backgammon.
Okay. I literally just went on vacation, and I was on vacation with Zubak, my teammate. Yeah. And he's really good at backgammon. So he taught us how to play, and now I'm like obsessed with it.
Okay. It's fun?
It's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. It's one of those games that you got to get lucky with the roll of the dice.
Okay.
But the strategics comes from
I like the board.
How do you play your pieces?
Yeah. I got to learn, man.
Yeah,
Our old security used to tell me, Ralph Walker, like, Klay, you got to play backgammon with me. I'm like, I'm a gamer too. I love games.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like a real good gentleman OG game.
Yeah. We can get a podcast P game night. You don't want to see me in anything.
That's a good idea.
That's a great idea. We love you, Klay.
Yeah, billiards. I'm a pool shark.
Listen, we love you.
I'm a billiard shark.
He's doing it all for us.
Yeah.
Got our first advertisement.
You already know.
So, Klay, I want to ask you, is there something, about you as a person or a player that maybe you feel like you don't get enough credit for?
Nah. I think I've had my time. I've been a part of championships. We won gold. We won a gold medal together. Like, I'm not searching for credit no more, man. I'm at peace. I just want to play as hard as I can and have fun. Like, that's what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah.
If you do your work, I mean, it's going to reveal itself when it matters most.
Mm-hmm.
So, credit is fleeting. I've learned. I used to be really like we talked about our high school days. You know how good it felt to get a write up in the OC register. Like,
unbelievable.
Thompson went for 40. I'm like, no way, I'm in the newspaper. Hell yeah, I'm gonna frame this. My mom's cutting out my clippings. Like, those are the days.
Yeah.
Now it's different. I mean, I don't know how the kids do it. Like, it's all on the internet.
It's on Instagram now.
Yeah, it's on the gram.
Yeah.
The most exciting we've ever seen, but hands appreciate just what it could be.
Like, yo, I'm better than this dude. I should be on the top 100. I used to really, and like, that should drive you, you know?
Yeah.
You want to be recognized and you want to be great.
That's funny you said that. Well, I remember in high school, my mom would make us drive to like every newspaper stand.
That's funny.
The day after we played a game.
Yeah.
And take 50 cents.
Yeah.
For to open it up.
Oh yeah, the little bin.
Yeah. And she would make me take all of them out to keep them, and she would like give them to people.
Give me the kids, bro.
You should be telling that story.
I know, right? We were
cleaning house.
That's funny you brought that up though.
Yeah.
I was definitely that kid hopping out the car quick.
Yeah. Now you go to Twitter like,
pictures as I could get.
Twitter is funny. Twitter's a double-edged sword, bro. They love you when you're hot and they don't when you're not.
Yeah.
So I tell these young bucks, you lurk, you're gonna get hurt.
You lurk, you're gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
I love that.
Bars.
Yeah.
You low key a trash talker. What's the favorite bar you dropped on someone in the league? I know Book, you gave him the.
Yeah, I was in my feelings though.
The
And Book was busting my ass that day. I was not where I needed to be. Yeah. You know, stuff doesn't age well. That didn't age well for me. Like, I don't need to be flexing 4 rings, bro. Like, everybody know that. That's on Wikipedia. Like, my game wasn't where I was at, and we all get insecure at times.
Yeah.
I'm not man enough to admit that. I'm man enough to admit that we all have our moments of weakness. So I'm not really proud of that one. Because I see Devin Booker, and I should be like, man, I should be proud of this young man.
Yeah.
Like, the work he's put in, he survived a tough regime in Phoenix where everyone's getting traded. He's playing for a new coach every year, but now he's a franchise player because he just kept working. So I admire the guys who have work ethic like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, God, I can't even think of a bar, man. You just black, you know how it is, P. You just black out in the game. I remember when you and KO got into it.
Yeah.
That was a great highlight. That was funny. He did dunk on you, though.
He got
you back.
He did. He did. And I was in my feelings, like, because you know, the young guys, they talk a lot of crap.
They do talk.
And I get it. Hindsight, I was that kid as well that wanted to challenge the guys I grew up playing against. Like, I took it personal when we matched up, regardless if they like even had the same feeling towards me. Like, I was on 10 when I played against them. So I get it. But, you know, for me, I'm not a guy that talks in the game. Like, I don't talk trash. It's more so my play do the talking. So when he did that and he get to chirping and he dunked on me, and I was like, fuck. At that point, it's personal. Like, I got to get him back.
Did you get him back?
I got him back. I stole the ball in transition and came back down on the other end. He jumped for it, punched it right back on him. He actually dunked on me twice. I got him back once. He actually dunked on me twice.
It was.
You got to get that second one, P.
Yeah.
You got to get that second one.
If it happens, it happens.
That's the one where you came on the court like doing all this crazy stuff. Like you were going.
Yeah.
That was
he was doing like the Ali shuffle. Yeah.
They need to put that on 2K. That need to be my size.
2K.
Car Rodney. Got a car Rodney.
Skipping.
Now I think everybody, including these dudes and everybody in the audience, can vouch for me. You're for sure one of the shooter goats.
Oh, thank you, bro.
I'm gonna call that shooter goat.
Hey,
shooter goat.
Yeah.
Okay, but I need you to do something for me, especially for the kids out there that's watching in the audience. I need you to let the kids know what's the underrated aspect about becoming a great shooter, because Steph says you have to use your elbow.
Yeah. That's better basketball one-on-one right there. Underrated aspect?
What Steph say?
You got to use your elbow.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Pretty good.
You got to use your elbow. I got the mic in my
It's all on a flick of the wrist. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
There it goes.
Smooth.
There it goes.
That's nice.
That looks good,
Cookie
actually.
jar. Yeah, you're
That look
reaching
good,
for
actually.
cookies.
Yeah, but now I need to know yours. You know, I got Steph.
Ooh.
Give me you.
Man,
Clay.
I always got to have my shoulders square, bro. It don't matter where your feet are, even your hips, but if your shoulders are square to the basket, it has a good chance of going in.
Yeah.
I can't take credit for that. Dave Hopla said that. I saw Dave Hopla at Cal State Dominguez. He's like a 5'11" white guy. Like, you never think he could hoop. But then he did a shooting clinic. He didn't miss the whole time.
Yeah.
I think he might have missed once.
You remember that guy? It's the old guy that made, like, wouldn't miss a free throw or some shit like that.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I remember
He
this
said
guy.
that. He's like, it doesn't matter what my feet are, what this, that, and that, but if my shoulders are square, I can always have a good shot of going in. And that stuck with me.
So it doesn't matter about your feet, as long as your shoulder.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like, I got a question to ask. You're the first person I've seen do this. I don't know if you got it from somewhere or you started this, but there's no dip.
Oh, yeah.
Catch, no dip. For people that don't understand what the no dip is. Like, usually people catch and then they dip the ball to shoot.
Okay.
Like, Klay can catch it from here and go up, shoot it from there.
Wow.
And you was one of the first people I seen do that. So now I incorporate that into my game where I can catch it anywhere and shoot it from there.
And so he just catch it there and go right up instead of.
No, you still dipping.
I dipped.
So like if I pass you the ball, ready, catch it, shoot it. So you dipped a little bit.
You gotta hold it. You gotta follow through, bro. You just shot a knuckleball.
All right, Clay. Watch, Clay. I'm gonna pass it to Clay.
Yeah. Go, Clay.
Okay, do it again.
Okay, ready?
Dude, go.
Old times.
Right into the shot.
It was like you caught the ball as it was boom.
Yeah. Right into it.
You got it right there and boom. I got to learn that practice.
Yeah. Am I right on this, or did you get this from somebody?
I don't know how that started. I just practice it and catch high, keep it high.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's dope.
That's all it is. Catch high, keep it high.
I want to say you pioneered that.
Oh, thank you, bro.
You.
I've seen some guys do it.
Okay.
Come behind
so
us.
you did.
Yeah. I've seen some dudes do it.
Who you seen do it?
I seen Bane do it from the Grizzlies. I've seen him catch it high, keep it high.
Okay.
He's got the strength. He got the big arms though. He got the strength to do it.
Yeah.
You actually got to have because when you're younger, you naturally want to dip.
Yeah.
But when you get to the strength, you can keep it high, especially in the mid range, bro. You see Michael Jordan. You see him elevate on his jumper. I think it's up here every time. Unblockable.
Your new teammate.
Wiggs or CP?
CP.
Yeah, he's a mid-range
kind of a mid-ranger.
Yeah. And he got a 3-ball too.
Yeah.
Chris is a great shot maker. He doesn't get enough credit for that. He's a great shot maker.
I give him that.
Yeah.
I give him that.
So we're going to move on.
You're so tasty.
Shibba ding dong.
On Bigo, you can watch the freshest content from the coolest streamers.
Bigo.
To our starting 5 segment, which is presented by Klarna, the new smart way to pay when you shop online for tickets, merch from your favorite teams, and more. And so for this episode, since we have one of the greatest shooters of all time in Klay Thompson with us today, we're going to be going back and forth, you and P, picking your teams of the best shooters in the league today. So starting 5 of the best shooters in the league today. And you get the first pick at the point guard position.
Point guard, the first pick is an easy one. I think we all know. His name is Wardell Curry II. Man, revolutionized the game from the point guard position and, the range of what is considered a good shot.
Shooter GOAT.
Okay. That's your point.
Yeah.
Understandable.
But does that have to be current players now? Or
we're going to go current players in the league today.
My point, I'm going to go with, I think the only person that at the point guard spot with range and can shoot at that level is got to go Dame.
Yeah.
Got to go Dame.
Yes, I agree.
His range, his shooting.
It's pretty effortless when Dame shoots,
It's pretty effortless. He got the same shot, 50 feet out, 40 feet out.
I respect Dame. He did a lot for the city of Portland. That's what I grew up.
You know about it real good.
You see who I picked. You see who I picked.
You did good.
Respect it.
Okay, Klay, you got the 2 now.
Can't pick myself.
You can pick yourself.
I'll go with myself.
You present, baby.
A little biased, but hey.
You present.
Thank you.
You at the 2?
Yeah.
Another understandable one. Very understandable. At my 2, I'm gonna go Brad. I'm gonna go Bradley Beal.
Bradley got a great jump.
Bradley Beal's a hell of a three-point shooter.
Led the league in scoring one season.
Led the league in scoring one season. I think his off-the-bounce three-point game, I think that's probably most impressive.
That's a real good one, P. I wouldn't even expect that.
Because he got a wiggle.
Yeah.
He got a little wiggle to him to get to his 3-ball.
So,
and he shoots the shit out of it. So I'm going to go Brad.
There you go.
Your 3.
Man, 3, this dude can play 3, 4. See, yeah. I mean, I'll probably say, honestly, Kawhi.
Kawhi,
I could say Paul.
I was going to say you could have said him too if you wanted.
So what is it? Kawhi or Paul?
This going to be good for Pete.
I think, man, it's tough. Kawhi's mid-range is insane. Like, he gets to his spot. And his 3-ball is great.
Yeah.
But Paul got a little more range. Like, I've seen Paul pull up. I've seen that one clip of you in Indiana. And you got someone kicked. It might have been Hibbert kicked you ball.
Roy kicked out.
Beyond the volleyball line. Do one of these. Kept it high and just flung it in. I was like, yeah, man, there's not a lot of dudes that just doing that from 35 feet.
And that was an accidental shot too.
Really?
Yeah. Because and like when I watched the highlights of it, the commentator is saying like, oh no, they should have reset the clock. So like Roy goes up.
All I know
is
Carl Anthony Towns going to be on one of these teams because he is the best center shooter in NBA history. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so
Carl
as
Anthony
I'm
Towns,
shooting it, like as the ball leaves my hand, I see them reset the clock, and like the whole time I'm like, fuck.
That's funny.
It's a close game, like down to the wire, and then I just fucking held my follow through, like fuck. I hope this goes in.
That's funny.
So if you watch the clip, it looks like I was confident in the shot the whole way through. But
that's great.
So you got Paul.
Did you sell yourself? Did you just sold yourself? Did you just sold yourself to him so he could pick you?
Yeah. I was trying to. I was
hoping. Did it work?
Yeah. I gotta go Paul. Sorry, Kawhi.
So he's gonna go Kawhi.
I got you pick.
Just pure
Appreciate
shooting.
that. Appreciate
I got you.
All right. So I can't pick myself now at the
Go
3.
Kawhi. Go Kawhi.
Otherwise, I would have.
You gotta pick your
I'm gonna go.
Kawhi.
I'm gonna go. This is a sleeper. I'm gonna go Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he can shoot.
He's elite at the 3-point.
He is.
Like such an early, and hopefully
played
this
1
is
year,
not
but
just
okay.
one of those one-offs where he just has a hell of a rookie season.
No, he's gonna be a good player.
But he's got a cannon. He can shoot the shit out of it.
And he's
he can get to the midi too.
Big wing. Yeah. He's
he was great in the playoffs too. For a rookie that's a lot to make that impact.
Right.
Couldn't leave him. I measure a guy like how comfortable you feel leaving him open. You know? I don't feel comfortable leaving Murray open
at all.
Yeah,
it's
going in. You know,
even if he's semi he's still cashing it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, you're at the 4 now.
Kevin Durant.
I gotta say KD. Like, come on,
Thank you.
6'11", 7 feet,
ratchet,
easy money. I seen him shoot a game winner. I think everybody did over LeBron, left wing. 30 feet out at 7 feet. They weren't doing that in the 80s, 90s, you know?
Right.
That's like a...
Shit, they ain't doing it now.
Okay. Pull up in transition.
At 7 feet, they ain't doing it now. What are you talking about? In transition? Who doing it at 7 feet in transition? Not nobody but Kevin Durant.
That's an unblockable
what you talking
shot,
about?
too, you know?
Okay. I'm going to go, at my 4, I'm going to go Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a great one.
That's a great one. You got a great jump shot.
He got a pretty jumper. Same with
don't matter if who in his face too.
It don't matter if you're on him or not on him. Like, and he's one of those guys that's so damn tall. Like you can't.
He
get
jumps
to that shot
so
either.
high, bro.
He shoots the shit out of it. He's
Yeah,
efficient. Like wastes no dribbles. Like he's just an efficient shooter from behind the 3-point line. So
I agree.
MPJ.
All right, now the 5.
Karl Anthony Towns.
It's hard not to pick Jokic after what he did.
Yeah.
In his playoff run. He shot like 46% from 3. That's ridiculous.
Paul's guy.
That moon ball, man.
It's crazy, bro.
Way up here.
Cash.
That fadeaway he hit.
Off the right foot. So gross. I'm like, God. Those are the most deflating shots.
That's a tough shot to do.
I've never seen that. A
from
fadeaway.
the midi.
Yeah.
He does that shit at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he acts like he's like totally
length.
There's no expression like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's just
right. He just runs down. Like,
that's when you can pattern your game after in the church league. Just be Jokic, man. Elevate your team.
We'll see what we can do.
You got the bod for it. Use it. He's got the height.
Hey, this is supposed to be a positive podcast. Right. Let's keep it that way. Okay, who do you got at the 5?
At the 5,
Karl Anthony Towns.
I'm going to go, and this is another sleeper. I'm going to go Miles Turner at the 5.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Miles can I played with Miles.
How can you not go Cat?
Work on his shot. Like, he can shoot the shit out of it, like, at a high clip.
He can.
I'm going to go Miles at my 5.
Where's Miles at now? He's in
He's still in Indy.
Oh, he's still in Indy?
Yeah, he's still in Indy.
Dang, he's been there for a minute
He's been there for a minute.
Dang.
It's crazy to call him a vet. Like,
it really is. He was like a baby deer when he got that 60 on y'all.
Yeah.
What is he in the fashion now?
He is into fashion.
He is.
I saw paddleboarding. I was impressed. Like, it takes a good athlete to paddleboard, bro. You gotta have some.
He's really into like that, body yoga shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's one of the greatest things when you see the young guys grow into like who they're gonna be.
Yeah.
They branch out. They become who
Absolutely.
they are.
That's what's the beauty of basketball.
Yeah.
Right? It gives you all these opportunities and you see the world.
It's awesome.
It's great.
And that's a wrap, Klay, bro. We appreciate you.
No, wait, Pete.
What happened?
You know, yet. Glad you're here. We got a surprise, man.
What we got?
We got a surprise. It's
What
about
we
to come
got?
in. Bring it in, White T.
Don't get the back of the head. Don't get the back of the head.
What we got? We got
you too.
Oh.
Do we got a?
I ain't get one.
Wait, we got a yak already?
Hey, you already got your trophies.
Wait, we got a yak already?
We got a yak.
We got a yak already?
Oh.
Do you remember your first subscribers? Your 100 yours.
Shout out to the fans, man. This is awesome.
That's beautiful.
Look at us, man.
We 100K in.
100,000 subscribers.
Cool.
That's serious.
That's crazy. Good job. Congratulations.
Hell of a round.
Congratulations, man.
Yep.
Good shit.
Klay, thanks for coming on. We appreciate you, and we couldn't do this without people like you taking some time to come spend some time with us. So we appreciate
nothing better than talking about the glory days, bro.
Hey,
a couple painful memories, but that's how you vent. That's how it's cathartic. You know, you get it out there. Can't hold it within. It just makes you it just rots in there. You know,
it just rots. You gotta get
it out. You a great dude, man.
Oh, thank you, Jackie.
Like, you amazing, man. I like the way you talk. I like everything, like how you was talking about how you not into the social media and all that. That was dope, man. You just great.
I try to put positive content. Like, you know, when I go to work on the boat, I try to get the fans on board and let them see the view of the Golden Gate, and cause that's a real beautiful moment for me every day.
I'll buy it.
You buy it?
I'll buy it, man. Write you a book, man.
Hell yeah, I will write a book.
Also, we want to shout out Complex Sports, who got us ranked #1 pod for NBA players. Shout out to them as well.
Sorry, Grant.
We doing our thing. Klay, let's go and get some golf in, brother.
Yes,
we got to get some golf in at some point.
I'm shooting a low 80.